Now, transitioning to a different space in which, Super Insight help, where reporting is just as relevant and understanding your data is just as relevant. We were able to use Super Insight within the financial services industry to really help portfolio analysts that were, leveraging this data help them understand their data better, right? At a way that a portfolio analyst would be within, a hedge fund context, right? They're not going to be the ones writing the SQL query in the data warehouse to understand what that data looks like. They also won't be able to be the people doing the modeling to help understand where, what does that data look like now, a quarter from now, and how does that affect the business. They also won't be able to, they also want to be able to correlate this information with information that they've taken notes on. Like, so if they're asking these questions about, you know, businesses or stocks that their portfolio mate is consistent of, they'll also want to take some of their portfolio notes and things that they're writing, their unstructured data, and use that to help correlate with what's the actual structured transactional data and that's representative of that current business. So this was a problem that a customer approached us with, and they have had over almost and they've had almost 300 to 400 different companies that we would have to forecast of predict what this information looks like, for handle what the predictions for, and handle what questions they could have off of that, and then handle that with whatever analyst notes that the portfolio analyst been taking on those companies, and really help correlate all these different pieces of information and in their various sources, and then be able to really ask these questions and get answers back to them that is comprehensive enough, that's coming from these different sources. And that's exactly what we did. We started at the same, data level before entering any of the Super Insight core solution itself, by enhancing their data warehouse in that structure that Ranjan touched upon earlier, by building that platinum layer around the questions that they would be asking. And then and then doing the pre-processing on that data so that it's in a state that can be then used to be inferenced by the models that are surrounding it, and predict what these metrics are going to look like that are relevant to this, company or stock that they're asking about a month from now, or a quarter from now, right? And then finally tying back into the last piece of surfacing these insights through either a report in Excel, or something in QuickSight that portfolio analysts would be able to easily interpret and understand how to make a data-driven decision off of. By doing this, the the cost saving that occurred, it was really augmenting the data analyst layer and letting them focus on the modeling piece, and not the reporting, and not the insight driven piece, and not assisting these portfolio analysts in providing exploratory explainability behind the data that they're looking at. Previously they were looking at just they were looking at just a dashboard that told them, hey, this is the where that we think this company is headed. But then we translated that into more of an explainability. This is where we think this company is headed. And then they were able to now ask, okay, but why? And by empowering that portfolio analyst with the ability to ask why, we were then able to, deliver insights that they never had, and also that they never didn't realize that they needed, but then became essential to their core business process. With that said, this also is a really good segue into, the demo that we're going to do, because we've simulated kind of what Super Insight looked like in a financial background, an accumulation of these different sources, and how these guys would have used the tool.